Hey there folks, how you doing? I'm in a really good mood today. I don't know why. And for some reason when I'm in a good mood, I was like, I want to do some battles. So we're going to do some Pokemon TCG Pocket battles today. For me, it's not against other people. We're doing solo missions. We're doing step-up battles. I've already built some decks that I'm really excited to use for this. And it's been a minute since we've really dug into some of these higher level battles, I guess you could say. I think we've done some recently, but we are not doing Pulsing Aura. Pulsing Aura at the time of recording this is the most recent expansion pack to come out. But we're going way back to Series A, and we have to do Eevee Grove. We have not done Eevee Grove yet. So I've built some decks for Eevee Grove. I think there are 5 decks we're going against, and the first one is a Flareon deck. We are not using Mega Charizard. That is a rental deck. There was a mission saying that I needed to use that rental deck 3 times. I actually just completed that. We're done with it. We are coming down here, and we're going to try versus Flareon. I actually have no idea why that Suicune deck is here. Don't know. We're trying Crab. Crab and Greninja. Basically, we want to get Crab online and see what Crab can do. I will confess to you that I have tried a Crab deck in the past because I was really excited. Abominable, I always thought would be really powerful because he's like Executor EX, but he always, after that first turn, he always flips heads. So I thought, oh man, it's gonna be powerful. Like, it's gonna be so hard to take down because I had a lot of success with Executor EX, but I'll tell you what, I used him in a battle where I think I had the type advantage and I did not do well. And honestly, I don't see many people running Abominable, so I'm kind of like, maybe he's not nearly as good as I was hoping. We're gonna give him another chance. So around the time that Eevee Grove came out, I think Crab was relevant. Ooh, we did not do a good job drawing cards here. I am going second, and I think that's probably good. Oh, that is very good, because I get to hit Eevee for some weakness damage here. Wasn't there a stadium that just came out? Actually, I built these decks before Pulsing Aura came out, so there might even be some Pulsing Aura relevant cards that I'm missing because I built these before Pulsing Aura came out. No, I wanted the Froakie so bad. The Froakie would have been awesome for Greninja. Come on, give me Froakie. Yes! And the nice thing about these advanced battles is I can achieve all the missions, I think, and still use my rare pretty cards. I think in the expert level battles, you're not allowed to use your pretty cards. Okay, so I'm gonna start chipping away with, now the bad thing is it's gonna hit me for some decent damage, but let's go ahead and punch it. Punch. I also don't know if you can tell, but I am very congested. I've mentioned it in all my videos really recently that my partner and I, we got a new cat. I do have a cat. Oh, that sucks. Now it lives. I do have a cat before, but I guess my allergies were used to the old cat. Okay, that helps, that helps. I really wanted the Crab there, but I should probably put out the other Crab, shouldn't I? Probably should. I mean, if they evolve, this is a Flareon deck, right? Flareon can charge itself. So this Crab that's in the active might be going down very soon. It's almost kind of a waste to ice pop it, but we'll try. We'll try to keep it alive. But this new cat, I guess, maybe has a different kind of pet dander or something that I'm not used to. I'm already heavily medicated on allergy medicine. Come on. Let me keep it. Let me keep it. Let me keep it. No. But yeah, I went to the doctor and I was like, I'm suffering. So I'm on more medication now for my allergies, and hopefully they get under control. So all that to say, if you're hearing something different in my voice, that is why. Now I am definitely switching that Eevee back in and taking it out. Actually, I don't need to. I can take it out with Greninja. What do I do with all this, with all these water Pokemon? So I'll probably, I wonder if I'm supposed to win this without losing a point. Where's the Crab? I gotten any professors? Gotten 1 professors. Unfortunately, it's just the draw, luck of the draw. Let us. I should have maybe charged the Greninja last turn, and I could have brought it in and done some serious damage. I can't remember if I'm allowed to lose a point. Let's just shuriken the Eevee. And now I don't have a choice, like I have to hit with Crabrawler, so. I think we've got this one in the bag. It's just now I'm paranoid that I was supposed to win without losing a point. Which, if that's the case, I'll come back in and I'll try it again without losing a point. But we'll have to let Crabrawler go down here. There's nothing we can do to save it. Thought about energizing the Crabrawler, pulling it out, putting something else in. But at this point, I'm just putting Greninja in, and Greninja's gonna finish it. So Greninja might get the showcase of this battle instead of Crab. Again, Crab just not doing it for me. And this time it was simply because I couldn't draw him. There he is. All right, we'll let Crab come in and finish it off. It's kind of silly to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Actually, never mind. We're letting Greninja take this. Just because it's a pretty card, and I don't think I've ever featured this card on a thumbnail. And if I have to come back in and beat it later, Crabominable will get another chance. But for now, Greninja gets the victory. Easy expert battle. No, advanced. Easy advanced level battle. Pretty card too. Love that Greninja card. Alright, let's see what the mission rewards were, because knockout with an attack from a water type, didn't achieve that. Win by turn 14, got that. Do 100 or more damage with one attack. So that has to be Crabrawler with weakness in order for that to work. So I'll have to come back in and try that. But this is why we're doing this. Look at these rewards. 5 hourglasses, tons of shop tickets. We're at the time of recording this, the month just rolled over, so my shop is, oh, there's 4 missions. And I only got 1. Is not losing a point one of them? Win this without your opponents getting a point. Okay. I'm gonna try it again, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go back in and do the recording. I'll show you the one where I'm able to actually achieve at least one more of these missions. So if it takes me more than one try, I'll only show you the one in which I'm successful. Going first is not bad if I get my crabs. I do get my crabs. So that means I'm hitting with the crab as soon as I can energize it. And this isn't Eevee EX this time, it's just base Eevee. So I'm already very confident that I'm gonna do well in this, which has happened before with crab decks, and I've lost. So let's see what happens. Froakie would be awesome. I got the crab again. All right, we'll put it out just because it'll be nice to have, I guess. So they're actually going to be able to collect a couple of times with Eevee, so that means we might be seeing a Flareon sooner rather than later. Okay, we will get our Froakie, but still no rare candies. So Greninja's close to getting online, not quite there yet. Let's do the fancy crab. I have the boat here to help me if I get in a pickle and I need to switch out. Actually, we might as well evolve both, right? Give me more HP. I don't think they have Copycat in their deck, because Eevee Grove, Copycat wasn't a thing then, so. No Flareon, no Flareon, no Flareon. Ooh, old Flareon. Oh, non-EX Flareon. Oh, you're gonna try and potion. Okay, they're gonna be able to charge their bench a little bit. I'm not scared of that, but if it does go like Incineroar EX or something, rare candy. Where are you at, candy? Just in case I get a Professor's and 2 rare candies. Oh, I already did my Professor's. Never mind. Should I heal? I don't want to heal. I'm also afraid that Torracat is going to come in and burn me or something. I forget what Torracat does. This should be 100 damage. Okay, 1 mission achieved. Can we... And I knocked out with a water type, and now I just have to win without losing a point. And it would be awesome to get a rare candy. That would help a lot. Torracat does 50? Well, it's okay, I knock out Torracat. If we don't get a bench, then this is an easy win. No burns, nothing crazy, so... And lucky ice pop, so... Greninja didn't even hit the bench this time, unfortunately, for Greninja fans everywhere. But for Crab fans, Crab finally got a victory. He was not challenged. Though the worst we saw was just basic Flareon, so... Good job, Crab. Okay, we'll go on to the next battle now. I did not intend to repeat the first battle twice. Well, once. I didn't intend to repeat it once. But we achieved everything, so that's great. Now we go against deck number 2, which is Primarina, as you can see here. And for Primarina, I needed an electric deck. So I built an electric deck. Same missions, knock out with electric, do 100 damage, win by turn 14, don't lose points. We have Coco. I feel like this is a very strong deck. So for reference, when I do the beginner intermediate battles, I try not to use EX cards, but for advanced and expert, EX is on the table. And I usually try for advanced not to use the strongest meta cards. I don't know if Tapu Koko was ever meta. Like, was he? Maybe he was. Honestly, he might have been, because I feel like he's good. Him and Zeraora and Oricorio in a deck together, I feel like is a really strong combination. Of course I start with Oricorio, and of course I'm going first. So, bad for me. Against an Alomomola. He puts you to sleep. I have a Geo. Why do I have a Geo? Couldn't tell you. Elemental Switch is nice. Can't do 2 professors at once. I think my turn's basically over. I don't want to give it more HP. Tapu Koko only has 130 HP. I should really put him out. Their Alomomola is going to get a lot of... And if it puts me to sleep, I might not even be able to switch out Oricorio. If they put a basic in and charge their basic, no, they're not going to. This is kind of rough. I don't know what the best strategy here is. Zeraora didn't come through for me. We needed Zeraora on turn 1 for elemental switch stuff to do us some good. I might just have to get lucky. Lucky with sleep. Honestly, Oricorio was here for one reason, and that was to go against Primarinas. The fact that they started with an Alomomola, which can hit Oricorio, it's thrown me off. So I think what I have to do is I'm going to retreat, and I'm going to try and survive a sleep from Alomomola. I think that's all I can do. Get a little bit more powerful, get some boosts, get some energy, I mean. But it's going to come down to whether or not I sleep and I wake up. I will sleep. Do I wake up? Do I have any healing in this deck? Because I'm already like at a low HP too. Okay, we got lucky. Thankfully nothing on the bench has energy yet. Could starting planes now because I'm not afraid. Got so many Pokemon here. I'm not afraid of anything they've got. Now, Cinchino does not get the benefit of this, so... That, I mean, okay, that other Alomomola back there is a little rough. Let's put in the other Coco. Alright, here we go. Mako. Bye-bye, Alomomola. I'm expecting, like, if they evolve into Brionne, they can't attack with it. If they're probably putting in Cinchino. It attacks with one enemy. It's also going down in one hit, but it is getting a lot of damage off. In the meantime. Pokecoms. Okay, maybe this was not a great deck. Maybe I didn't build the greatest deck. I almost misclicked. I almost clicked the 20 base power move instead of the 90 base power move. Alright, what happens next? What do they put in? Alomomola lives a hit. Alomomola cannot retreat or attack me. So it has to be Alomomola, because it's the only thing that survives. I'm really surprised they didn't get further on there. Now they have to. They have to get started on Primarina. Yeah, there it is. Do I have a Sabrina? Wow, so many cards. If they had a copycat... I wonder if they have a Cyrus. Now I wish I didn't have starting planes. Cancel. Cancel, cancel, cancel. I have elemental switches. Duh. I forget about these. Okay, so I can hit big. I don't even need to do a baby hit first. It's not gonna knock it out, but... I don't think there's anything they can do. They could retreat, but I just knock out whatever comes in. Okay, so for some reason I went with the Cyrus route and no Sabrinas, but this one's over. Did I win by turn 14 with the Oricorio slow start? I don't know if I did. Do I not have any fancy Coco cards? I bet you I do. I think I have like shiny Tapu Koko, and I didn't put it in this deck. Which is unfortunate. Turn 14? I forgot to look at as the turns were showing up, but... Turn 13! Hey, all four. Okay, that's what we like to see. Rewards, missions, shop tickets, all good stuff. Okay, up next, Sylveon. Where's Sylveon? Okay, this is a deck I'm not confident in. Sylveon's a really good card. Sylveon helps with the draw. Sylveon does a lot. I need metal, and I need to do a lot of damage. Around this time, it was Tink, right? We just used Tink. I was tempted to put Orthworm with it, but I didn't. So let's go with Tink. Let's see what happens. I was very close to doing an Orthworm deck, actually. Orthworm Tink, but I think I didn't because Orthworm just didn't feel like it had enough HP. Do we get the Dialga? We don't. Start with 2 Tinkatinks. Oh, I mean, at least we're hitting right away. Against a Mimikyu. He gets to use one of my attacks. I mean, if it only hits for 20 for 2 energy, that's pretty great. Okay, there's the peak. There's the Eevee ready to go. I guess I should be expecting that. It's an Eevee Grove deck. Ooh, rare candies here, so now I just need the Tink. Tinkaton needs three energy though, so. Ooh, there's the Dialga. I mean, I guess we put it on the bench for now. But we're just gonna charge the active, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if I put a Tinkatuff in here or not. He can't hurt me. I don't need to put a Metal Core in yet. We're just gonna hit the Mimikyu in front of us. Does weakness. They probably should start charging the Eevee in the back. Oh, they're gonna start charging the Greedent. Greedent will hurt. Oh, pretty Dialgas. Such pretty Dialgas. Now, if Greedent comes in, you can do 100, but my Poke, if I put the Metal Core barrier on it, it does a little bit less. Do I put in the other Tink? Do I put in the other Dialga? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I need like Mesagoza in these decks. If this is actually one of your Pokemon, discard at the end of your opponent's turn. I think I hold on to it one more turn, because it would obviously suck if Eevee comes in and hits me for 30. But I don't want them to put in the Greedent and me waste the tool. Since they've already... Okay, they're putting in Swoobat. He does 40, so I should have maybe put it in. Do I have healing in this deck? Do I get my Tinkaton? These are all good questions. Tink, tink, tink. Okay, we're getting lucky. Rare candy, for sure. Do I care about willing yet, or do I just leave it up to chance? He's not weak to steel. Since he's not weak to steel, I might not get the KO here. What's Tink Steel? 80 plus. Could potentially do 100. Let us... We're gonna Metal Core. So whatever happens, I think I want the protection. But I'm not scared. Now I'm not scared of Swoobat. So if I miss the heads, I don't need Will. I'm saving Will for next turn. Just in case like Sylveon comes in. Or even Greedent. I can knock out the Greedent in one hit. I do think Tinkaton is a better card than Marowak EX. In Marowak EX, you just hit that 0 so many times. I do lose my barrier though. So now Greedent comes in and does hit for significant damage. But I think I live it. Oh, I got another one. Never mind, don't need to worry about it. We do not need Will. Whatever they put in, I should be able to take out in one hit. We'll charge Dialga just in case something weird happens. Marowak just hits for 0 too often. Tinkaton at least hits for 80 guaranteed. Potentially 160. So, like, if you think about probabilities and expected value, right? Marowak's expected value, I think, is 80 damage. Tinkaton's expected value is 120. Costs 1 more energy, I think, than Marowak EX. But to me, it's a better card. So now it'll do 50 to me, but with Will, I guarantee the KO on Greedent. So we will. We thump. First coin flip will definitely be heads. Here we go. Hey, we got a heads. Wow, I'm so good at this game. And we never saw Sylveon EX. Guys, this is why I like going against the computer. I can prepare. I can plan ahead. I can have a deck ready to go with an advantage. Advanced decks that I'm playing against are not optimized. Expert level, if you want to see me suffer, watch me take on an expert level deck. All right, next is Dragonite. Dragonite has no weakness. So I just needed a card that could come in and do some damage. So for Dragonite Dragonite EX is scary because RNG, right? He could do next to nothing or he could do tons. Depends on if he gets his energy. I have to do 100 damage. I need a fighting type Pokemon. Win by turn 13 and don't lose any points. So who is that? That is Garchomp. Up and down, that is Garchomp. Garchomp hits hard. I did put a Sylveon here. So when I was researching for this, because I do research on my deck building, they said Sylveon. And Sylveon can't attack, but it can help you draw your cards, I guess. And I did throw a Hitmonlee in here, I guess. I don't know. This is the deck. Let's try it. If we start with Eevee, we're in a tough spot. But Eevee draws cards. So at least if I start with Eevee, I can power it, draw a card, and get it out on the next turn. Because I'll hopefully have Gibble at that point. But that will be a slower start than I want. I would love to start with Gibble, Gabite, Garchomp ready to go. Because if Dragonite gets powered up fast, it's scary. It's scary. See, I did get the Gabite, but I didn't get the Gibble. I'm double Sylveon. Sylveon does only have 1 retreat. That's nice. I'm going first. That's bad. It's really bad. Hey, it's a mirror match. What? They're probably also running Sylveon? Ooh. Well, I'm gonna get lots of cards when I evolve both of those. Sylveon only has a 1 retreat cost. Interesting. What do I want to do here? Oh my gosh, I'm going to draw so many cards this turn. Let's start with Professors. Let's see if we get the Gibble. Giant Cape and a Cyrus. I think we evolve one of these on the bench. Again, we're hoping to get a Gibble. I've never actually used Sylveon. This is my first time ever using this card in a deck. Garchomp. Okay, but the Pokeball gives me Gibble, which is really nice. So what I'm thinking is it doesn't give me Gibble. No. All right, so I'm gonna draw a card with the Eevee. Next, man, I really wanted that Gibble this turn. Maybe I evolve into Sylveon and I power. Yeah, I think this is what I gotta do. Because I want the Gibble this turn. I want the Gibble. I only have 7 cards left, so like 2 of those are Gibble. I have a 1 in 3 chance, a little less. Okay, got the Gibble, thank God. Okay, Gibble's out. We are powering the Sylveon first because we want it to retreat next turn, and we can start hitting with Garchomp next turn with 1 energy. Sounds good to me. What am I not thinking of? Okay, let's try. That was a long turn. I'm glad there's no time limit on turns on this. Oh, it's a Jolteon. That's gonna do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. 80, right? 60. Okay. Another rare candy. So we are going... It's so nice that Sylveon only has a 1 retreat cost. Gibble in my hand is doing nothing, but that's okay. Do I want to hit the Dragonair at the back? Since Jolteon can only do 90 damage? Sorry, 40 damage? I think that's what I do. I think... They wouldn't switch it out, would they? I have a plan. I have a plan in place. Because I'm also thinking at the same time, I need to knock out my opponent's active Pokemon with fighting type moves. So putting a little damage on Dragonair. They are evolving into Dragonair. So like Cyrusing it in was my... What does this do even? I might be in a world of hurt. Another cape. Maybe I cape something on the bench so that it's more likely to survive when Dragonite comes in and does a ton of damage to me. It has 180. Ooh, I need to heal my... I have to heal my Garchomp. I have to. Oh, this is why I caped it, because I knew it needed to live a Dragonite hit. Okay, so I do this. I Lily. I think I just hit the Dragonite again. If they Cyrus in Sylveon, that's what really would suck. I just realized something else too. Jolteon comes back in and revenges my Garchomp, so I lose a point. Never mind. Cyrus here is great. I'm destroying all their energy. It was a bit of a misplay by the computer, I think, but they don't know I have a Cyrus, right? All right, my phone is struggling to do what it needs to do. So after this one, I'm going to take a little bit of a pause, give my phone some time to cool off. My phone, you know, Apple released an update a few months ago, and ever since then, my phone cannot function doing a screen share and playing a game at the same time. Before the update, totally fine. Phone had no issue with this, but since then, just can't handle it. So I'll have to take a break, and I'll come back when it's cooled off and ready to go. But I think I did get a little lucky there, because if they would have switched Dragonite in, Dragonite would have done 180 to me, Garchomp would have survived, I would have taken out Dragonite, but then Jolteon could have come right back in, or maybe even like Cinccino, and revenge killed me. So I did get lucky there that I survived without losing a point. It was crazy how many of my cards I was able to pull through though. I only have one card left in my deck. I thought it was a really bad start, but with all this drawing from the Sylveons and Sylveon only having 1 retreat cost, it worked out. Thankfully, they don't have a copycat on the other side to prevent me from, to deter me from having a handful of cards. Yep, we did 120. 2 attacks from its fighting type. Yep, all good. Okay, so I'll be back after the phone cools down a little bit for the final battle of this battle video. All right, I'm back for what will hopefully be our 5th and final easy battle, winning and achieving all the missions. Snorlax EX here. Notice that it needs 4 energy to do an attack, and it falls asleep if it's able to get an attack off. So I'm going with Gallade because Gallade punishes energy-hungry decks, energy-hungry Pokemon. And then for some reason, the deck that I looked up had Stoutland in it, and I've never used Stoutland. So I thought, you know, this is an opportunity to use a couple different Pokemon that I've never really used. So we'll give this one a try. I'm not sure what is in this deck besides Snorlax. I'm hoping nothing too scary. Hopefully nothing that takes out like Raltses and Curlias and stuff. Going first with the Gallade. Do I have the whole line? I have the whole line. Going first though is actually fine because I can evolve into Curly and attack. Now they'll attack me right away and I have a dark weakness. So that's really lucky for them that they got a dark starter. All right, there's our Lillipup. Now, am I expecting to get Stoutland online? No, I'm really not. I'm just hoping I can get Gallade in as soon as possible. We're gonna take a lot of damage from this thing though. What does this do? Discard all Pokemon tools. Oh, it doesn't even do damage, but if it gets oh, I can rare candy. We're definitely rare candy, because if they evolve the Liepard, I'm sure I'm toast. So we rare candy here. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. This is I think the smartest way to go about this. Because Liepard could potentially just come in and rock my world, you know? See, there it is. Dead 70. So Curlia would have been 80. So I would have been hanging on by a thread. I mean, we can get maybe one on the bench. Ready to go. We're going to Lily. We're going to start swinging with Gallade. 110. So we've met that objective. We've knocked out a Pokemon with a fighting type move. We need to do that one more time. Hopefully Gallade can come through for us. Don't lose any points. Win by turn 14. I'm on my way to achieving all of these. I don't even know if I have tools in this deck, my little Purloin friend. Do I? I don't. I don't have any Pokemon tools. Look at this gold-framed Curlia. Isn't it beautiful? With the heart flare. Yep, this is going as well as I could have hoped. I would love a Stoutland. Stoutland would be cool. I could rare candy that sucker up. We're done. Game over. Game, set, match. Okay. Didn't see a Snorlax. Didn't see a 1. So advanced battles, guys, that's home. That's my comfort zone. I really like them. They don't push me to think too hard, like the expert level battles. I'm not like an expert deck builder. I don't have to be too strategic. I don't have to draw particularly well. Yeah, so this is my bread and butter. This is what makes me feel good, and this is why I do step up battles. So if you've enjoyed hanging out with me for the past, I don't know how long this video is, but if you've enjoyed it, make sure you're subscribed not to miss any future content. We do a lot of Pokemon TCG Pocket stuff. We do a little bit of Pokopia, we do a little bit of Pokemon Go, and if anything else Pokemon related comes out that catches my fancy, I'm going to do that too. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.